Hello and welcome to Legatum Gaming. Today we have a video on 5 possible maps that could come to Friday the 13th, the game, in future DLC expansions. These are my own ideas which I have took some time to think about, the way they could work, also the reasons for them being in the game. All my ideas are based around the movies I've seen and been researching in the recent weeks. These clips aren't in any specific order. So, without further ado, here is the 5 maps that could come to the game. Now, not known in the original Friday films, but from the 2009 remake, Jason has an underground lair that runs the entire length of Camp Crystal Lake. A character from the reboot named Wade mentions an abandoned mine being nearby the camp. So, could it be that Jason converted a mine into his secret Batcave? Inside the lair, if you go with the movie settings, you could have a room for Jason with plenty of Easter eggs to find. Also, a grindstone where Jason sharpened his iconic machete. A room where Jason stores his victims, maybe a good place to play dead. Rooms like cells, but set up the same as the bedrooms in Camp Crystal Lake, so there are places to hide. Escaping in the film was made difficult by the exits and entrances to the lair being very well hidden, also having traps by them, with a bell to notify Jason of any intrusion or escape attempt. I'd suggest having one escape being a door system that needs to have a fuse put on, also some sort of wiring minigame to get it open, both randomly spawned. Another exit I'd suggest being a hidden exit that players must find the correct items to be able to locate the exit. As I said before, Jason has his exits alarmed by a bell to notify him. I'd suggest having that sort of system near the exits just to make it more difficult to escape. However, once tripped, Jason must reactivate it so it can be used again. Now, this map in my opinion would be amazing. Difficult to get it right though. The ship in Jason Takes Manhattan is known as the SS Lazarus. A fair few people saw their lives come to an end on this ship, so definitely a worthy map in my eyes. Now, I've been arguing with myself whether this map would be better set with the boat already at sea, with the idea that councillors must escape via a lifeboat or have to find a life jacket, which they have certain spots they can jump from the ship to escape Jason. You could have the opening scene as the boat setting sail, the captain speaking to the councillors over the radio, then have Jason only come and slaughter him. Then we begin the match. I also suggest when the time limit is reached, the boat crashes into another dock, allowing the councillors to escape Jason's grasp. Well, the ones that manage to survive the 20 minutes. My other thought on this is the ship is yet to set sail and still docked at Manhattan, where you could have similar circumstances to escape via the lifeboat or lowering a bridge from the dock to the boat to get out of there. Both interesting variations of that idea, but I definitely think this map would bring back a lot of excitement for Friday fans. Ooh, Tommy Jarvis. I mean, who doesn't love running off to take a piss after having your head punched off or just being completely brutalised by Jason to realise you've done it against all odds. You, yes you, have had a great power bestowed upon you. You have returned. For those that are asking, what the hell is the Unger Institute of Mental Health? Well, it's where Tommy got sent by his sister after killing Jason at the age of 12. He stayed there under treatment until the age of 17, which he was then moved to Pinehurst Youth Development Centre, which is more known to Friday fans. I don't believe the mental health institution appears in any Friday films, however, don't quote me on that. So really you could have Pinehurst or Unger as the map, realistically. They're the same place, just for different ages. The idea of running around a mental asylum just brings a whole new level of horror to the maps. Gun Media could definitely have some fun with a map like this and have some added jump scares there. Maybe even a new killer, the copycat killer, Roy Burns. They could definitely change the killing Jason ritual on this map with having to put Jason to sleep instead of actually killing him. Having to inject him with a sleeping drug after knocking his mask off, and other difficult tasks that are nigh on impossible. Unless you conveniently grab all your buddies and go into a private match. As for escaping the Institute, the obvious choice is getting the electric on to open the doors, which seems a case for a lot of the maps I'm suggesting. So, New York City. Well, more specifically, Jason Takes Manhattan. This map could have a few iconic features to be seen in the background which would set for the visual aspect of the map to be very enticing. As for escaping and general gameplay, it could really have the same exact concept as the first three maps. A speedboat down by the docks, well, some sort of boat to get away. Call the cops from a restaurant or shop to shoot the shit out of Jason from one of the exits. And fix a car. The car would definitely have to be a taxi, a yellow cab where you could turn the passenger's wanted light on or off. That would be so funny. Not too much needs to be different for this in my eyes. The sheer fact of where you'll be running around should be excitement enough. Saying that though, you could always have a train in the subway there as a means of hiding or getting it to work to escape. Uber Jason. Now, we're all wanting this as a DLC character. However, you couldn't have this Jason and not introduce a new space map. From the film, Jason's victims are travelling to Earth 2 as our Earth is pretty much destroyed. Lo and behold, shit goes down as Jason wakes up. The ship they're travelling on is called the Grendel. This map would be great. It could definitely pick up a few ideas from Alien Isolation for this map as inspiration, of course, or Gun Media would end up with another lawsuit on their hands. We also don't want YouTube and other social media outlets going crazy with rumours of Alien is coming to Friday the 13th. Really? YouTubers talking about adding characters from other franchises? Who would do such a thing? Escaping. You'd need to find an escape pod, which you'd in turn need to find a way to switch on the power to the pod. It's never easy being a counsellor. Where you'd be escaping to, who knows, but better than having an axe embedded into your skull. Also, I'd suggest the map changing halfway through, as in the film they crash through the Solaris space station. That would make the dynamics different each time you play, with certain areas not being accessible due to them not being there anymore. Maybe that's me thinking a little too deep into it and isn't a viable way to make this map work, but in my opinion that would be amazing, fresh and totally different.
Hi. Guys! It's okay, he just wanted his machete back!
There you have it guys, the maps I wish for and hope Gun Media can try to bring to the game. On a last note, with these maps you could certainly argue a point of having new saviours coming in to try and help everyone out. For example, the Grendel space map I mentioned, having KM-14 being awakened, or Admiral Robertson on the SS Lazarus, unless he gets slaughtered in the opening scene to start the match. Also new killers, Uber Jason and Roy Burns. Going a bit off topic there, however, that is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed seeing my opinions on maps that could hopefully make their way to the game in the future. The possibilities for some of the maps that could come to the game are very exciting. I just hope Gun Media doesn't take too much time getting new maps and features out. If you did enjoy this video, or made you wonder what maps you'd like to see, please do hit the thumbs up and subscribe to get all the latest Legatum gaming content. Also, comment, share with us your thoughts on what maps you would love to see come to Friday, and if you agree or even disagree with my opinions, I'd love to hear what your opinions are on this matter. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a great day.